Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Neymar. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, sweet feet. Ederson. Ibanez. That's very neat. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
It has been a rather gentle affair so far. That's a throw. Ibanez.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Neymar. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Guimaraes. Solot.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Alexandro.
That was lovely, that.
Neymar. Ibanez. And here's Paqueta. That's tidy. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Solot. Berger. Spread to the right. Bruno Guimaraes. Solot. Now it's Haaland. That ball looks a good one. He's in a great position here. Takes a shot! Goal! Norway! And it's Norway who take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Norway are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Norway are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Brazil are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Showing great feet there. They want to be quick to recover this. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Ryerson. Great defending, strong and determined. Now, can they get him away? Can he get onto this? Ederson is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look...
Even Nielsen! It's a goal! A game of thrills! goals, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, good effort! Goal, Norway! And they're back in front! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Norway with the lead. Brazil are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Ibanez, nicely weighted ball. Lucas Paqueta. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Solot. And here's Ødegaard. Oh, that's fabulous. Knocks it out wide. That pass surprised everyone and not in a good way. It's a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Can he get it through? It's come to nothing. Bruno Guimaraes, and it's Neymar. Neymar getting forward. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we are back on the way.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Berger does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Solot. Now it's Haaland. Bruno Guimaraes gets over and intercepts. Haaland tries to pass it through. Well, played right into his path. And a chance! It's fallen kindly here. And that's in. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Haaland, lovely pass, but can he get there? And that was very necessary. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
He's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. Back when it goes. Eva Nielsen, and the counter is on. Now it's Savinho. It's a good run down the right. Oh, that's delightful. Savinho!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. And smartly reclaimed.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good ball, good take. Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And he's intervened well there. Haaland. Now this could be a chance. Bruno Guimaraes. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Solot. Looking to play it. Real chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. That is good progress on the left. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. João Pedro, Joelinton. Joelinton unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Berger. It's a really well-measured ball. Takes the shot! And that's off target.
Brazil really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Just 5 minutes left. Wriggles his way through. He's found a way through. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
João Pedro. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bob.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's on it. Can he get away? And the shot! It goes to show he is human after all.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Now that looks a decent ball. Look at the... He's having a shot! Oh, good finish! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So could they be onto something here? It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. Great vision. Not the most accurate pass. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition...
And the shot! And he's there to get it away. Alexandro. And it's with the keeper. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways. His development really owes to the fact that he made all the best choices. The clubs, the coaches, everything has been meticulously planned, and an awful lot of that would be attributed to his dad's experience.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And it's Alexandro. Solot. Turns back here, probably the best option. Ødegaard. Marquinhos. And Gabriel. And it's Alexandro. And it's Neymar. And he's there to belt it away. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Solot. Good ball, good... Haaland! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Ødegaard. Lucas Paqueta. Ibanez. Some good work on the right flank here. Aimed beyond the defence. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Cuts it back. Haaland. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Eva Nielsen. Solot. And here's Haaland. That's destined for the flank. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Ibanez. Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, that is a nice touch. Ødegaard. Now it's Evan Nielsen, and it's Paquetá. Ibanez.
That's good play from him.
He's found a way through. Knocks it out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Wiverton. Gabriel. Ibanez. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Oh, nice touch. Not the most accurate pass. Haaland. Oh, they could break here. Great vision. And that could set him on his way. He's picked his way. Shot at goal! Goal! Norway! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Marcó en el minuto 21 el dorsal 7.
Norway have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And that's a good intervention. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well read, nice interception. Marquinhos. He's having a pop! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Brazil are behind here despite their domination of possession.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Played down the flank. That has not gone well. Bruno Guimaraes. And Neymar. Neymar scooting forward. Oh, that's fabulous. That is great defending, so alert. There's a beautiful simplicity. Oh, shooting chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Brazil with the corner, they're first. And it's a poor one. Well, what a waste that one is. Berger. Now it's Sorlot. And it's Berger. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Oh, no joy this time. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. It's an early cross. He's rising! Not the best of contact, given it wasn't the easiest of chances.
That ball was absolutely drilled, Peter, and he still got to it. He's showing some really sharp movement here.
That's a good foray he's making. He's shifting through the gears here. No way he was going to be out-muscled. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's found a way past. It's Neymar! That is delicious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Brazil are back in business. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
El dorsal 10.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Ederson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gabriel. Alexandro. And that's a throw-in. They get a throw-in. Ryerson. Played back to the goalkeeper. Neymar. Back where it came from. Bruno Guimaraes, spread out to the left. Now it's Sorloth. And he welcomes it in. Sorloth. Now the ball in. And it's hoisted clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's forced to go back. Berger. And it's Ødegaard. Looking to play him in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Could move up a gear here. Ødegaard does well to get it back. Ødegaard. Ederson. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Haaland. He is through here. Now this could be a chance.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Lucas Paqueta. Lucas Paqueta is there to clear. Rafinha wins the duel this time. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Ibanez. Alexandro. Neymar. And Rafinha. Berger. That is good alertness. And it's Ødegaard. Ryerson. Berger ventures forward. This might spell... Haaland! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
good pressing, squeezing the play. Now it's Neymar. Alexandro. Opts for safety.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Sorlot's cross.
Norway clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
He has found the way through. Marquinhos clears. Ødegaard has created one goal already. And here's... Oh, he's having a go! Another big chance that gets away.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And here's Neymar. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's felt that, hasn't he? Ibanez. Nice looking ball. That pass isn't the best. Quality ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
He's got away. Stood up well to him there. Looking tidy in possession here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And they've switched it over to the other side. Sorlot. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's Paquetá. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Very nicely done. Takes the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Brazil have their second corner now. Eva Nilsson! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Brazil have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Sorlot going after that. Ryerson. That's an imaginative pass. Ederson. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's picked his way through.
Such good technique.
And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Edison. Alexandro. That's a good run down the left. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Brazil presented with a golden opportunity here. A lot hinges on this one. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. Great challenge, time to perfection. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. That'll be a throw-in. Marquinhos. It's a pretty loose pass. Now, can they get him away? Oh, now he can run away with it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Haaland. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Haaland! Deflected behind for a corner kick. Ødegaard plays it short. And it's played in. Pass somewhat off target.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He is through here. Takes a shot. And he can thump it away. Solot. A good chance here. Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Berger. Haaland.
Oh, great feat, that.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Tries to pass it through. Now this could be a chance. Might be danger here. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's crossed in. Oh, good climb! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
He's found a way through. Riverton claims comfortable.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Norway are making a change now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Looking for the run. Can he finish? So close to drawing level.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
Five minutes left on the clock. Nicely worked. And that is well cleared.
Brazil can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Tries a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. So time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Eva Nielsen, and he's had it nicked away. Brazil close now to seeing this one through to the end. And he's quick to return it. And that was very necessary. And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. Berger. And Bob. Now it's Bob, and he's managed to get free. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Spread it left, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Well, that has not gone well.
Oh, really well played.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And a header! And yes, it's there! We thought they were done, but never say never. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Nothing in it still. We move to extra time, so still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. Brazil conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? And he was alert to it. And no, that was never going to make it. And the counter is on. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No, he's not getting past him there. Played out towards the right wing. Lucas Paqueta going like a man possessed at the moment. Elects to cross. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's having a shot! Oh, in he goes again!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ball in towards the middle. Gets his head on it! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Norway have their lead. Neymar needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was... Shot, surely! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Cambio de jugadores.
Norway can make their change now with a break in play. He's in a great position here. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And it's Neymar. Knocks it into space. Lovely feet. And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, they can break here. He has found the way through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Great ball, and he's in. Decent chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Another one of football's and how moments.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And that is a little undercooked. Bob. Haaland. Rafinha. It's a really well-measured ball. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Lucas Paqueta. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere. And the action has already restarted. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much... There's the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Keeper has taken decisive action. He's shifting through the... Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Throw in. Well, the ball's gone astray. It's a promising position. And the finish! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Bob. Can he get on the end of this? He's on it. Can he get away? Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's got away from him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, this could be it, past something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
And he's managed to get free. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. And here's Haaland. Now it's Bob. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Neymar running with intent. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Shapes to shoot! Well, that is remarkable.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Well, that's a good ball.
Norway really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Bob is onto this. Lucas Paqueta. Rafinha. It's a good run down the right. That is lovely. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Deftly away. Nicked it back promptly. And he's managed to get rid. Eva Nielsen. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Can he spark a counter here? He's got away. Well, played right into his path. Chance for a shot! Goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
And that is that. Brazil pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return.
Oh, great leap! Harmlessly behind. Tries to cross. That's really well cleared. He's a sharp little ball here. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all...
And a header! Not the most convincing of passes. A temporary retreat here. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's picked out the run. Great ball and real chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter.
Nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So we're very much on the way now. He's on it, can he get away? Lucas Paqueta. Marquinhos. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind and marauds his way around the pitch.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Ryerson. Now Ødegaard. It's gone out for a throw-in. Turns back here, probably the best option. And that has left him in a heap. Ederson. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's intervened well there. Brazil are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Gabriel. Marquinhos. And it's Paquetá. Lucas Paqueta, upright and purposeful. Very nicely done. Oh, it's played into the area. He's having a pop! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Lucas Paqueta. Now Ederson. Ryerson. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's gone for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Gets a good foot in there. Ryerson. Tries to play it through. Now, can they get him away? And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Can he spark a counter here? Brazil are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Goes for a shot! Berger.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been flattened there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Sorloth. Haaland. Great vision. Lucas Paqueta. Lucas Paqueta running with the ball. Gabriel. And it's Neymar. And he's quick to return it. Alexandro. Referee's given a throw. That's really well cleared. Rafinha. Lucas Paqueta. Out of play for a goal kick. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Rafinha. Lucas Paqueta. That's very neat. Ødegaard. And once more he proves... He's having a shot! In with the challenge. Decent chance! It's off target and by quite a way. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lucas Paqueta. Lucas Paqueta supplying the width on this right-hand side. That is headed... A header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Oh, he's having a go! Shapes to shoot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
The first breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Half an hour played now. And he's decided to go for it. That's put paid to the danger. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Ibanez, good purposeful running. And he shoots! And that would have been some goal.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance. but he seems to have rushed the finish.
And here's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Brazil have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Shot, there's the shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Defending of the desperate variety. And they win it back again. Tries one from range! And for a moment, time stood still. Just eases him off the ball. Rafinha. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Oh, he's found support out wide.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
He's found a way through. Looking to play him in. Foot in. Lucas Paqueta. And he was quick to react. Ryerson. Now it's Sorloth. Here's Haaland. Now it's Sorloth. Muscular approach does pay off here. Rafinha. Sorloth showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Neymar. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Sorloth might just make this. Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, super ball! Shot a goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
2 minutos de descuento.
Not the most convincing of passes. And here's Sorloth. Norway have got it back and they'll have another go. Rafinha looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Brazil up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Brazil have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Brazil leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Brazil needed that, they really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Lucas Paqueta has the space to scheme. Lucas Paqueta! Sorloth. Now Ødegaard. nicely aimed pass. That's an imaginative pass. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Ødegaard. And he's forced to go back. Pass somewhat off target. He'll try from distance! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Alexandro. Ederson. Tries from a long way out. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Solot. Ambitious ball here. Ødegaard.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and...
Real chance!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Brazil are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Looking for options for movement.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Evan Nielsen. Now it's Evan Nielsen.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, there's a probing ball. Played into space. Ødegaard. Almost an hour gone. Norway have reclaimed it. There's a sharp little ball here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Rafinha. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
This is a promising build-up. And they can counter here. Now it's Haaland. And it's Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's a cute ball. It's come to nothing. And now they can clear their lines. Ryerson. That's Solot. Time and again they are repelled. And here's Evan Nielsen.
Evan Nielsen really needed to...
Good chance here! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Berger. Berger stood his ground strongly. Marquinhos did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now that looks a decent ball. Berger. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Neymar. Ederson. Rafinha. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. That pass isn't the best. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Paquetá. Haaland. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now he's running away. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Paqueta. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Showing good feet. And that has sent him sprawling. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Just about within shooting range. And that really should have been that.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Neymar. Alexandro. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Ibanez. Decent chance! And a neat finish! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Norway choosing to make the first change.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And here's the chance to counter. Now this could be a chance. Lucas Paqueta.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home. Takes the shot! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
That's the throw. So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Ederson. Neymar. Searching passes played there. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Rafinha. Bob. Tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He is just caressing the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Neymar. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Lucas Paqueta! He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Berger. Bruno Guimaraes. And a chance! No, he's missed it.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Norway making further changes here, and in quick succession. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Eva Nielsen, oh, well measured. Oh, a gilt-edged chance, and the finish! It's hit the upright, and he hits the net. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Brazil are having a ball here. Lovely pass, Rafinha. Big chance! 2 minutes to be added on. Berger. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Lucas Paqueta. Lucas Paqueta! It's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
El dorsal 20.
And that is that. Brazil really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity and conviction.
Odegaard! Fantastic from Odegaard!
What a perfect way to spark the game. The perfect statement of intent, the perfect timing, and the perfect finish.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. That's a sharp pass. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Haaland. He's found the way through. It's a promising position. And he's found the way past. Haaland! That's put paid to the danger. That's the throw. Crosses it in here.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways. His development really owes to the fact that he made all the best choices. The clubs, the coaches, everything has been meticulously planned, and an awful lot of that would be attributed to his dad's experience.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And here's the chance to counter. Good ball, good take. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Sorloth. Now it's Haaland. Great defending, strong and determined. He is through here. Brazil are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Oh, they could break here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar. Ibanez. Lucas Paqueta. Oh, strongly challenged there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Space for him to turn and look. Decent chance! Goal, Norway! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Norway have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Haaland, and he is deftly away. Delivers the ball, and he shoots! And that's a tiny finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Norway are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Solot. Alexandro cuts out the pass. Neymar scooting forward. Neymar stood his ground strongly. Eva Nilsson. That has been knocked clear. Brazil have their second corner now. And that should get the job done. Norway have the chance to go the other way. And here's Eva Nilsson. Threads one in. Defending of the desperate variety. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Rafinha tries to pass it through.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Lucas Paqueta! It's off target and by quite a way.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And for the first half, that is that. Some first half thoughts?
Brazil really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
I think it'll be fast.
He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking...
Chance to shoot! Haaland. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Solot. Here's Berger. Now it's Haaland. He's under a lot of pressure there. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Berger. Tries to play it through. Haaland, there's the shot! And no mistake. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Norway are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Berger. Now it's Haaland. Spread it left. That's a nicely shaped ball. Lucas Paqueta. Eva Nilsson. Berger spots it and intercepts. Now it's Rafinha. He is just caressing the ball. Norway can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Berger. Now Ryerson. Solot going after that. That'll be a throw-in. Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
No, no way through there. And he's forced to go back. Berger. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Ryerson.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Stood up well to him there. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ederson. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he spark a counter here? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Gabriel. He's had it taken off him. Neymar. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. The ball has bounced loose now.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Rafinha. Haaland. Chance! Haaland! That is brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Cross into the box. Ibanez. Rafinha. Pinches it off him. Eva Nielsen. And it's played forward. Oh, no joy this time. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. That's headed upfield. Lucky. That's that, the end. Brazil cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Marquinhos. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways. His development really owes to the fact that he made all the best choices. The clubs, the coaches, everything has been meticulously planned, and an awful lot of that would be attributed to his dad's experience.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in.
Opts for safety. Gabriel. Brazil, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful.
Oh, sweet feet.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Ibanez. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's played it back. And it's Alexandro. That's a good run down the left.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was... He'll try from distance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Brazil with the corner, they're first.
They've played it short.
Now it's Evan Nielsen. That's where it came from. And that was nowhere near his best. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Solot. Rafinha. Lucas Paqueta. Haaland. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for options for movement. Big chance! Goal! Norway! And it's Norway who take the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Neymar. Showing good feet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ryerson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And it's Guimara. Bruno Guimaraes! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Brazil have their second corner now. Real chance here. Norway are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's burst through. Rafinha. That's a little off target. Turns back here, probably the best option. That's a lovely, neat pass. Solont. Lucas Paqueta. That's a good run he's making there.